What is up, y'all? How you doing? How you doing? It is time for the weekly forecast for all my signs of the zodiac. Weekly forecast time. I know I'm like super late on this, y'all. I've been a busy old boy. But even though it's Monday evening, normally I like to have this done Sunday evening, Monday morning at the latest, but man, shit happens sometimes, man. Yesterday we were super busy. Y'all saw we did the 22 live mini readings. We always pretty much plan to like dedicate the whole day to that every time we do that. So anyway, hang on real quick, y'all. I gotta grab something. I'm totally unprepared. Hold on just a second. All right. What's up, y'all? How you doing? All right, y'all, don't forget to look down in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. Also, all of the March career and finance readings are still available on my website. There is a direct link down in the description of the video that'll take you to every single one of those readings. All right. Seemed like there was something else. Oh, well, if I remember it, I'll say something. Let's jump on into this. Let's see what messages we have for Aries. What messages we got for Aries universe? Messages for Aries. Oh, the 7 of Wands reversed. All right, let's get 3 shuffles here. Okay. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, dang. So this is saying there's something that you walked away from in the past. Yeah, okay. So this is either something that you just recently walked away from or something that you're about to walk away from. For me, honestly, this kind of feels like something that happened in the past. I don't know, was this the recent past or was this a while back? I don't know. But see, whoever that you're dealing with here, I think they have something they want to say to you. They do feel unfinished business with you. I'm kind of feeling like they're probably about to show up in your inbox for real. They're just waiting for you to let your guard down. Whoever this is. Now, this doesn't really feel like you... Look, Emperor reversed and the 9 of Swords. This is over there on your side. This tells me that you don't feel too great about this person, do you? You ain't handling this too well, are you? But, man, I'm going to tell you what, with the Fool card and the Page of Swords here, I'm feeling like whoever this person is you dealt with is probably about to show up in your inbox. As soon as they think you've let your guard down. Now, how are they going to determine whether or not you've let your guard down? I don't know. I have no clue. But as soon as they come to determine that you have let your guard down, I think they're going to show up in your inbox. But I'm also not really 100% convinced that they have anything nice to say to you either. With the King of Swords in the reverse here. Not really. I don't think they're coming forward with a love offer. I think they're coming forward because they have a few choice things to say to you. Which, to me, then it's like, well, then why are they waiting for you to let your guard down? Your guard's just going to be right back up as soon as they say it. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to wait for somebody to let their guard down so I can talk some shit and make them throw their guard back up. How much fucking sense does that make? I don't know. But anyway, All right. Some of you could have dealt with a Pisces, possibly. Could be a fellow Aries, but I think this is your energy because it's over here on your side. Okay. Well, let's get some advice for Aries. What advice do we have for Aries? Advice, advice. What advice do we have for Aries? Oh, King of Swords in the reverse. Hey. Hang on a second. Okay, Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay. I don't know, man. This isn't going to say this isn't saying what you should or should not do. This is just a warning. Okay? This is just a warning. If you choose to exchange energy with this person, nothing good will come of it. Nothing good will come of this. If somebody shows up in your inbox, especially somebody you had some drama with in the past, okay? I do not think you will not walk away with this feeling like you've had your questions answered. You won't walk away from this feeling like you've been given closure. You'll probably walk away with this with more questions than answers. Real talk. For real. Take that information and do with it what you will. Damn, dog. Okay. All right, well, let's move on to Taurus then. What? Whoa. I don't even know if I'm going to accept this card. Now, a couple of cards fell out. I didn't even get a chance to put an intention into this yet. So I'm going to put that right back in the middle of the deck. All right, Taurus. This is the last week of February, right? Yeah, okay. Taurus for the last week of February. Hey, how's everybody feel about the real new year coming right around the corner, huh? The real new Aries season? Man, I'm going to tell you what, last Aries season is when we picked up and moved here to California. So come March, we've been here for a year. And I'm going to tell you what, man, those of you who have followed me for a while, like the past several years, the past 3 or 4 years, I would have to say that this past year has been the most challenging year of my journey thus far. Been challenging. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe not. Actually, honestly, probably not. It just has been extremely challenging. And maybe it just hit as very unexpected because for the 3 years prior to last year, there were no challenges. Like I got to sit and chill and relax for 3 straight years with no problems and no challenges and no obstacles. And then we're right back to experiencing challenges again, you know, and then it was like, oh, whoa, you know. Been a lot of growth and a lot of learning, though, that's happened this past year. Looking forward to next Aries season, man. It's right around the corner. Anyway, sorry, Taurus. Hang on. Let's see what we got for you. Boo! 9 of Wands reversed for you. So 7 of Wands reverse jumped out for Aries. 9 of Wands reverse jumped out for you. Somebody waiting for you to let your guard down. What that feels like to me. Yeah. Oh, somebody's getting kind of impatient waiting for you to let your guard down. I don't think they're patiently waiting. This doesn't look like they are patiently waiting. Oh, this is definitely somebody you are karmically tied to. Let me get this shit out of the way here. Hang on, y'all. Yeah, definitely somebody you are karmically tied to. Boom, 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 boom. So whoever this was you dealt with, this is confusing. Did this person, were they like the type to like send, I don't want to, it's not quite mixed signals, but like maybe very inconsistent and flaky. Like say one thing, do another, act one way one day, another way another day, and very kind of inconsistent and in and out and on and off, because it's like this person wants commitment with you, but they're walking away at the same time. And completely are unwilling to take accountability for their own actions, you know, but they want commitment. It's like, it's so confusing. It's like two completely paradoxical, confusing thoughts entertaining each other at the same time. This section right here on the person that you dealt with is like the definition of cognitive dissonance. Two completely opposing thoughts entertaining each other at the same time, you know? I'm not 100% sure if you're going to go for that. This energy right here does not look like you even want to put up with this bullshit anymore. I think this is a battle you don't even want to fight. Plus, not only that, but I think there's definitely a third party in the mix here too. Some of you dealt with a Sagittarius. Let me see, who do I got before I forget? Sagittarius, Libra, Leo, and Taurus. I think that's your energy though. I'm feeling like, well, this person's waiting for an opportunity. And as soon as they see what they think is an opportunity, I think they'll probably show up in your inbox. So far this week, I'm seeing a lot of energy that's supporting action. This is the second reading in a row. Looking like possible communication coming in. For you though, like I said, I think this person, it would be more likely if they see an opportunity. Now, when I say that, what do most people consider an opportunity? Especially somebody from the past, right? What would an opportunity be? Usually, most people, especially if it's somebody you fell out with in the past, they would consider an opportunity to be something along the lines of a weak point. You know, like if something bad happened to you. You know, you lost a loved one, or, you know, you ended up getting sick and going into the hospital, or, you know, some kind of weak point of vulnerability. If, you know, that's what they're waiting on. And with the Four of Wands in the reverse here, though, I don't think that's going to happen. So I don't think you have to worry about being in a place of vulnerability anytime soon. So I would be less inclined to believe that there will be action taken from this person, simply not because they don't want to, just simply because they don't see the opportunity. Does that make sense? Boy, you bet your damn skippy ass if something bad was to happen to you and this person was to catch wind through the grapevine, they'd show up in your inbox. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Okay. Well, and y'all are karmically tied. I don't care if this is somebody you miss dearly or if you never want to see this person again. Y'all are still karmically tied. Let's get the advice for Taurus. What's the advice? Advice. What is the best advice? Boom. Don't get involved in a third-party situation. Don't do it. I don't care where the third party is. I don't care if it's on your end, their end, or both. It's not worth it right now. It's not worth it right now. Boom. Similar to the message that came through for Aries. This feels more like a warning than anything. Yeah, this is a warning. I'm going to do a deck swap after this. It's not the same cards coming through, but it's the same message. Unless maybe some of y'all are dealing with an Aries. I don't know. But just to make sure, this feels like a warning. And then it's a very similar message to the one that came through for Aries. Okay, if you are to entertain conversation with or reconnect with this person you're karmically tied to, nothing good is going to come from it. So I'll tell you the same thing I told Aries. Take that information and do with it what you will. Now let me swap decks real quick. Just to make 100% sure that, you know, maybe it's just the energy. Maybe it's the energy coming into Pisces season and, you know, don't we have, hang on. Don't we have a couple of retrogrades coming up here soon? I think so. I'm going to have to double check on that. All right, Gemini. Gemini. What messages do we have for Gemini? What messages do we have for Gemini? Ooh, that looks like something new coming in right there. Check that out. Sweet. Let's get 2 more shuffles here. Something new coming in for Gemini. Page of Wands. This is all new, boo-boo. But for some reason, you ain't just going to jump into this head first on a whim, are you? Something... I'm going to have to pull a couple cards to see this person's intentions because something triggers your defenses immediately when it comes to this person. With the 4 of Cups down here on your side, plus 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, this almost kind of feels like an offer that you're not really wanting to take up. Almost kind of looks like you would rather just pass on this opportunity here because something feels off. Something feels wrong about this person. Maybe you know what it really is. This feels like this person reminds you of somebody who's fucked you over before. So what this feels like to me. Now, when it comes to the person that you're dealing with, are they actually looking for something long term? I don't know. Maybe this is what you're picking up on here. Maybe you're sensing that this person seems a little bit immature. You don't really see yourself being able to grow and evolve with this person. No growth, no expansion. Let me get a couple of cards to see what this person's intentions are at the deepest level. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this person might be kind of irresponsible, possibly. Maybe a little bit immature, just does stupid shit on a whim. Yeah. I wouldn't say that they have necessarily bad intentions. So when I say bad intentions, what I mean is somebody's trying to play games with you. They're trying to manipulate you. They're trying to lead you on, blow smoke up your ass, play games with you. I'm not seeing none of that here, but I'm also not seeing the willingness to come together and work and grow and evolve and, you know, actually cultivate something healthy and successful. I'm not really seeing the willingness to go through all that. I think that's kind of what you're picking up on. Maybe this person just feels a little bit too immature. So I'm kind of thinking that you're kind of backing away from this and being like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. If it don't feel right, don't do it. That's what I always say. If it don't be feeling right, don't be doing it. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Okay, well, you know what I would do? Okay. So don't just run out of fear. Here's what you do, okay? You know, it's not really all that complicated to test to see whether or not somebody respects you. It's not hard. It's really simple. You know what you do? Set some boundaries. Okay? Set some boundaries. And see if they respect those boundaries. Set some boundaries. Now, don't make them ridiculous, crazy, fucking, outlandish boundaries that, most people that would make most people look at you like you're crazy. Like say for example, you're a female and you say, I'm not sleeping with anybody for the first 2 weeks, a month, something like that. Okay, that's reasonable. That's not too outlandish. Dating somebody, you want to date and talk and whatnot and get to know each other for 2 weeks to a month, whatever, cool. Set the boundaries. Or maybe you don't even have to put a time frame in there because there's going to be some little slick little shithead out there. It's going to be like, I could blow smoke up your ass for a whole month. Set some kind of boundary. Like, I want to get to know you a little bit. Let's just kind of hang out and talk and see how we vibe first, Set some kind of boundaries. That was just an example. And see if they respect those boundaries. When you get somebody that wants to push and poke and test and push and poke and test and push and poke and test and push and poke and test, that means they don't respect you. Period. Very simple. Very simple. They don't respect those boundaries. All right? Very simple. So that's what I would do if I was you. I would dedicate the first couple of weeks to a month to just seeing whether or not this person respects your boundaries and just seeing whether or not y'all vibe. And I tell you what, man, even if they do respect some boundaries, and if y'all just don't be vibing, then just don't do it. Don't do it then. Don't do it. Don't be afraid to say, yo, we ain't vibing. We just ain't really vibing. I'm just not feeling it right here, man. We ain't clicking down here. So, okay. All right. Cancer. Let's see what we got with you. We're going to do another deck swap here. Just for the hell of it. I'm going to use Gilded Tarot Royale and Wizard Tarot. Wizard Tarot is a pretty badass deck too, by the way. Those of y'all wondering what decks I recommend, you know that first and foremost, I am predominantly rider weight, ride or die, rider weight. But outside of the rider weight, I would have to say Gilded Tarot Royale would be my first favorite. The traditional Gilded Tarot is my second favorite. And I choose this over the regular Gilded Tarot. And then the Wizard Tarot. It's fucking badass, dude. All right. Okie dokie. Cancer. Cancer. Mm-hmm. Cancer. Let's see what we got. What do we got for my Cancerians? Ooh, there we go. Uh-oh, Page of Wands in the reverse. All right. I don't know what to say about that yet. Nine of Swords. Are you afraid, maybe, that somebody's going to try to bring some drama into your life, possibly? Hang on, okay. No, okay. So now there is, and again, this feels like past energy here. Hey, so far, maybe the last week of February is going to be the week of the past person for most of it, except for Gemini. So this does feel like somebody from the past that I think this person's waiting on an opportunity for closure, but I don't think they're trying to reconcile with you. I don't think so. I might have to just clarify this whole damn spread here. This looks boring as fuck because I'm not seeing any action here. I think there's an open door hanging wide open for the two of you to get closure, but it's not happening. They're not communicating. You're not communicating. Now, I don't know who the hell this is. It kind of feels like your energy. I'm not going to lie. But I don't think anybody's taking action here at all. Both of you are just trying to avoid this drama. You think they're nothing but drama, and they think you're nothing but drama. Y'all are basically, this looks like y'all just pointing the finger at each other. Could have been an Aquarius for some of you. I also have Sagittarius here. Now, the person that you dealt with is a lot more butthurt about this than they're letting on. It might not look like they give a shit, but trust me, they do. But this just kind of looks like a silent standoff. Now, likewise, they, just like you think they don't give a shit, they think you don't give a shit. Y'all are mirroring each other, dude. This is a mirroring effect that's happening here. I think you're a little bit more fucked up than you're letting on, and they're a little bit more fucked up than they're letting on. Okay? You assume that they don't give two diddly dog shits, but they do. And they assume that you don't give a Kentucky Fried fuck, and you do. So this is a mirroring thing that's happening here. It's a mirroring thing. Y'all both putting on a show for each other, and y'all are both doing a damn good job at it. Because you're both fooling each other. Isn't that wild? That's pretty cool, man. Oh, this was a codependency connection. Mm-hmm. Okay, but look. Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Cups reversed. Page of Wands reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. No action is being taken on either side. Okay, let's get some advice for my Cancerians. Hang on, let me get these cards put up. What's the advice? What's the advice for my Cancerians? Advice. Justice. Now, okay. So this one goes out to those of you who were done horribly wrong, and you're wondering when they're gonna get what they deserve. Be fucking careful with that energy. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is for everybody, okay? If somebody does something bad to you, right? Steals from you, cheats on you, uses you, takes advantage of you, whatever. And then very shortly after they do that, something bad happens to them. That is not Captain Karma coming and kicking them in the ass for being a piece of shit. That's not the way that it works. It's not the way that it works, okay? The way it works is people who do fucked up shit are casting low frequencies. The frequencies that you cast are returned back to you. That's the way that it works. So if somebody does you wrong, and then very shortly after that, something bad happens to them, that's not karma getting them for what they did to you. That means this person is manifesting bullshit in their life. Now, it's very, very dangerous. Like I said before, the frequencies that you cast are returned back to you. So if you spend all of your time sitting, hoping, waiting, wishing for something bad to happen to somebody, okay, what kind of frequencies are you casting? That's not good. That's a really easy way to manifest some negative bullshit in your own life. Don't worry about it. This person is going to learn their lesson in due time. Don't worry about it. Don't sit around hoping and wishing and waiting for it either, because that's how you attract it in your own life. I get it, man. I'm not downplaying anybody's experience. I'm not saying that your feelings aren't justified. I'm not saying that this person didn't put you through pain, but I got some news about the matrix that we live in. It don't care how you feel. It don't care what's fair and unfair. It don't care what's good or bad, right and wrong. It responds to energy, frequency, and vibration. Period. 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 Whatever energy you dump into the matrix, it's going to give it right back to you. Period. No matter what was done to you, no matter how unfair it was, no matter how justified you are. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Before you connect with this person, develop a real strong sense of emotional integrity and emotional independence before you connect with this person. Because if you don't, this person gonna trigger the shit out of you. Now, if you do, if you end up developing a real strong sense of emotional integrity and emotional independence, and then you end up reconnecting with this person is going to end up feeling like the dumbest fuck that ever walked the face of this earth. You know what the best revenge is for anybody? I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. The best fucking revenge is healing. Healing. I'm going to tell you what right goddamn now. Heal, move on, and do better. I don't care who you're dealing with. I don't care what happened to you in the past. That is the best fucking revenge to anybody. Then reconnect with the person that you dealt with. Evolve so fucking hard the person doesn't recognize you when y'all talk next. And look at the look on their face when y'all have a conversation next time. It'll blow you away, dude. All right, Leo. 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 What messages do we have? Leo. Boom. Oh, justice reversed for you too? What's going on, man? You know what that feels like to me? That feels like to me, somebody thinks you didn't get what you deserve. That's what somebody thinks. See, I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. You're always the bad person in somebody's story. That's one thing I've learned in life. It don't matter how good you are to people. It don't matter what your intentions are. You will never make it through this life without being the bad guy in somebody's fucking story. Even if it's complete and total fucking bullshit. You're going to be the bad guy in somebody's story. Oh, trust and believe. You know that Jesus Christ himself was probably the bad guy in somebody's story. Some narcissist that plays the victim, that creates problems and plays the victim. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, there are plenty of crazy, sick, sadistic, twisted, fucked up narcissists out there that will create a problem just so they can go play the victim. Yup. Is that what y'all dealt with? Is that what y'all dealt with? Alrighty. Well, I think this person wants to talk to you, but they're way too scared to talk to you. Probably because they know what you're going to say to them. Oh yeah, this person already knows what they want to say to you. But you, on the other hand, I don't think you're 100% sure whether or not you even want to talk to them. As you got Two of Wands, Ace of Swords reversed, this person has Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords. So they want to talk to you, but they're too scared. I think they know that game ain't going to work on you. They already know. See, you may not believe me. You'd be like, what do you mean they're too scared? That person ain't scared. Yeah, the fuck they are. Yeah, they are. Could be an Aries for some of you. But this person is walking away pretending to feel confident. They're putting on a false cloak of confidence. This fake confidence, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. They're not really confident. I think this person's very intimidated. I think so. Very intimidated. Yeah, okay. It kind of looks like a little bit of another silent standoff, though. If you're wondering whether or not there is going to be a successful reconciliation with the Ten of Cups in the reverse, it does not look like it. So this looks like this is the week of the past person, with the exception of Gemini. Gemini was the only person that didn't have past energy come through so far. So, okay. At you, boo-boo. Your card always comes through every single time I read for y'all. Now, you got somebody new coming in anyways. I think that give it 6 months. Give it 6 months. You're going to have somebody come up in your life that's going to make you look back on this fucking joker and laugh your ass off. Let's get some advice for Leo. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Page of Swords reversed. It's saying that it wouldn't be a good idea to communicate with this person. Why not? Why not? Well, if you do communicate with them, keep them at a very safe, healthy arm's distance. And do not agree to meet up with them. Very short responses, because this person is probably going to try to manipulate you. You know, you ever hear somebody say, I refuse to talk on the phone. Let's talk face to face. You ever hear somebody say that? Be careful. That's a big red flag when you hear somebody say that. I don't want to talk on the phone. I want to talk face to face. That's because it's easier to manipulate you. Because their manipulation tactics won't work on the phone. They have to use certain facial expressions. They have to use certain body language. You know, it's harder when you're on the phone. All you got to do is click and hang up. You can't just click and hang up when you're face to face with somebody. So keep the person at a very healthy arm's distance. No, I'm not meeting up with you right now. No, I'm not doing that. I only got about 5 minutes to talk. You can text me, you know, and then just, you know, keep this person at an arm's distance. No immediate responses. Take a while to respond to them, you know. Let them know. Set a very firm boundary that is very known and understood, okay? Because like I said, come summertime, fuck summertime. By the time Thanksgiving gets here, a lot of y'all going to be looking back at this joker, laughing your ass off. Okay? Thank you, Karina, for that super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, Virgo, what's up with you? What messages do we have for my Virgo friends for the last week of February? Uh-oh, y'all are on fire with the super chats again. Jackie, thank you so much. Appreciate that 20. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Virgo. Virgo. Let's see what we got for my Virgo friends. Whoa. Boom. Oh, 7 of Cups, though. So are you all aware of the options that you have available to you? Hang on. Let me see. I don't know what to say about that yet. Hold up. Whoop. Emperor reverse just jumped out there. I don't feel like that belongs. I don't know. You know, let me just lay it there. Whatever. Doesn't feel like it belongs, but okay. Okay. let's see. All right. So, ooh, y'all. I'm thinking something's coming in here. Yup. Yep, you do have an offer coming in. I'm seeing past energy and new energy here. So you're getting the best of both worlds here. Past energy and new energy. So whoever you dealt with in the past, now this is kind of confusing. With the Fool card and the Five of Pentacles, this is coming from the past person. They're probably going to make the decision to try to come forward when it's too late. Like as soon as they see you with somebody else. That's probably when you're going to see them hit like on your picture, you know? They're going to do something to try to get your attention, you know? But I'm kind of feeling like there's something new coming in, but I don't know if anything long-term and serious is coming in right now. It's kind of feeling to me like you're actually doing some real legitimate fucking healing. You may not feel like you have been, but if you're doing real healing, real true healing done correctly is fucking painful. Done correctly. Okay? We don't want to equate spiritual, psychological, and emotional healing to physical healing, right? Because if you fall and break your arm, all you got to do is go to the doctor. He'll numb you up real good, give you a bunch of pain pills, and wrap it up in a cast, and all you got to do is wait. It's not a painful process. Depending on what kind of pain pills he gives you, it might be a fucking fun process, right? Well, spiritual, emotional, and psychological healing isn't quite like that. You can't take no fucking pills that'll heal that. Oh, no, you can't. It's not a fun process. So true healing done properly fucking sucks. It's painful. It hurts. It's not fun. So some of you, well, actually, I know a lot of you, because y'all come to me for readings all the fucking time, thinking you're doing something wrong, and you ain't doing nothing wrong. What am I doing wrong? What am I not seeing? What am I supposed to be doing? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, going through exactly what you're supposed to be going through, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Ain't nothing going wrong. And sometimes it takes a while for that to start becoming obvious. But I'm thinking here in the last week of February, creeping up in here to Pisces season, that's starting to become apparent to you. Because now a potential love interest is coming in. And you're feeling this sense of integrity and contentment. And even though this may kind of feel out of character for some of you, you may end up at the last minute thinking to yourself, you know what? I'm good. I don't need that right now. I'm good right now. I'm good right now. You know? I don't know if you want to keep your options open or if you just want to be single for now. Kind of feels to me like some of you, that may be a mix, you know, but some of you just want to keep your options open. But then as soon as the person from the past sees you with somebody else, that's when they're going to start hitting like on your little picture. You know, that's when you're going to see them viewing your Instagram story, that type of shit, you know. That's when they're going to accidentally bump into you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different here for you than what I have been for the rest. First, let's see the past person's feelings and intentions. 3 cards. They're at a crossroads. They don't really, they're contemplating whether or not to come forward, but they're more leaning towards this just being fucking done and over with. I don't think they have this burning desire to come forward and try to reconcile. They're more leaning towards this being a done fucking dog. So what about the next person coming in? Who is this new person coming in? What are their intentions? Ooh, this person's not desperate. They're not clingy. They're not needy. They're probably just not really at a good place in life. They do see a lot of potential with you. They're not afraid of being single. But maybe they're just at a place in life that, you know, you would probably rather connect with somebody who is a little bit more established in life. Probably. A little bit more established. So, doesn't look like they have bad intentions. They're probably just not established enough to really plant roots with anybody. What's the advice? What's the advice for Virgo? What's the advice? Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Be very picky and choosy who you give your cup to. Very picky and choosy. Let me tell you a little something about the Queen of Cups. All right? You want to know a couple things about this lady right here? There's only one way to get your hands on her cup. There's only one way. And I'm going to give you a hint. You ain't going to walk up and fucking snatch it from her. Oh, no. Only way you can get your hands on her cup is if she makes the conscious decision to hand it to you. Now, how do you think she earned her throne as queen? I'll tell you how. If she makes the decision to hand you her cup, and you dump it out, and you spit in it, and you shit in it, and you kick it around and fuck it all up, do you think she is going to waste her time bitching, complaining, and pointing the finger at you for doing that to her? No. She will spend very little fucking time doing that. You know what she gonna do? She's gonna spend her time going inside and asking herself, why did I come to the conclusion that that person could be trusted with my cup? What does that tell me about me? What does that tell me about my judge of character? What does that tell me about me in regards to relationships and what I feel like I need and the void that I have in my own heart? What did that teach me about myself? That's how she earned her throne as queen. Because she don't waste no time pointing the fingers at other people. You hear this shit all the time, man. All the time. Oh, and the fucking internet is a goddamn cesspool of people bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining about everybody else. And never even once stopping and taking into the consideration, maybe it's me. How many men you heard talking about all women are 304s? All women are fucking sluts. You know, or how many women you heard talking about all men are dogs, all men are this and that. Okay. Whenever you hear anybody trying to generalize everybody like that, everybody, means they got something going on inside that they're not willing to address. That is not a king or a queen of cups. The King of Cups is not fucking talking about all women. The Queen of Cups is not fucking talking about all men. It don't work that way. The King of Cups is like, well, fuck, what's my problem? Why am I not attracting the right women? The Queen of Cups, why am I not attracting the right men? What does that tell me about me? That's how the King and Queen of Cups earned their thrones. Take that information and do with it what you will. Okie dokie. Who was that? Virgo. So we on Libra now. All right, Libra. What's up with you? What's up with you? Boo, boo. What is good with my Libra friends for the last week of February? Last week of February for Libra. Woo! Got that 6 of Swords, though. 3 shuffles. 1, 2. And 3. Okay. Alright, so, yep. You see it. Before I even say it, you see it. That's the 8 of Cups in the reverse. That's past energy. So somebody from the past does want to make a return. They want to, but for some reason, they're not doing it. They're holding back and resisting temptation. I think they're trying to intuitively feel where you stand. Trying to intuitively feel you out. They could possibly be keeping an eye on you from a distance, trying to determine whether or not taking action towards you would be worth it. They don't know where you stand. They don't know how you feel. And if they are actively holding back and resisting temptation, they are probably, for whatever reason, coming to the conclusion that you must not be too interested in connecting with them because they see you as the 9 of Cups. Now, are you 9 of Cups? I don't know, but they see you as the 9 of Cups. And I'm going to tell you what, the 9 of Cups, check out what's going on in that card right there. That dude is happy as shit. He's happy as fuck. All by himself. All by himself. He don't need no relationship. He don't need no friends. But you know the funny thing about this dude in the 9 of Cups? Everybody wants to be with him. Everybody wants to be friends with him. Everybody wants to be in a relationship with him. Because he doesn't need anything. So that's the way they see you. Now, is that really the energy that you're walking in? I hope so, but I don't know. But for some reason, that's the way this person sees you. So that's why they're kind of holding back. Because what did we talk about a few minutes ago? What do most past people perceive to be a good opportunity to come back around? Usually it's a weak point, a point of vulnerability. Because if me and you was together a year ago and we parted ways and now you're doing better, then why the fuck would you want to talk to me if you're doing better now? That would make me look and feel kind of fucking stupid, wouldn't it? If you're doing better now than you were when you was with me, that's going to embarrass the shit out of me. That's going to make me look stupid as hell. But if you're doing worse than you were doing when you was with me, that's going to make me look good, ain't it? That's going to make me look good. Now I can say, hey, how you doing? Oh, how you been lately? Oh, you ain't been doing so good since we left, since we split up, huh? Oh, okay. Huh? Yeah, I bet you regret letting me go, right? You see where I'm going with this? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. For whatever reason, they are coming to the conclusion that you're doing better now than you were. So they're resisting temptation and holding back. All right. Okie dokie. What should I read next, man? That was kind of weird. Trying to figure out what to read for y'all. Hang on. Let's look at the general outcome. General outcome. Anything new coming in or anything old coming back? What's the general, overall general outcome? Man, you saying fuck everybody, ain't you? You saying I'm putting me as my number one priority. I'm putting me first. When it comes to the past, you slamming the door shut on the past. The past is a done dollar, isn't it? Dun 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 dollar. Okay. So more than likely, the next person coming in is probably going to be a new person because you putting your goddamn foot down. You ain't playing no goddamn games with nobody. And I think the past person knows this. So what's the advice then? What's the advice for Libra? Emperor reversed. Man, I'm going to tell you what. I try my hardest not to give cliche-ass advice. I try not to. Sometimes it's kind of hard to avoid, though. But this is one of them cases in which I'm probably going to have to give some cliche-ass advice, okay? Relax and let things flow. Okay? Relax and let things flow. For the very most part, let what comes come and let what goes go. Now, when something comes, we cross that bridge when we get to it. Okay? We cross that bridge when we get to it. But for the very, very most part, if it comes, let it come. If it goes, let it go. Don't try to control things that you have no control of. See, here's the funny thing about controlling things. We are so programmed to try to control everything with our ego. We're so programmed to do that. But my favorite part of the spiritual and awakening path is when you realize that not only have you never had the control that you think you do, but you don't need the control that you think you do. And then once you really see a big scope of the big picture and the way everything really works, you'll realize you don't want the control that you think you do. You are connected to a much bigger energy and power source. And it's got control of the shit that your little ego analytical thinking brain couldn't even begin to wrap itself around. Let things flow for now. Finish up Pisces season just flowing. Things are just going to flow. I'm not going to force nothing. I'm not going to dig my heels in and try to fight nothing. The only thing I'm focused on is me, myself, and my goals. If you want to come be a part of my life, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm not forcing nothing. If we ain't vibing, we ain't vibing. I'm not going to cling to you. I'm not going to try to force a relationship with you. I'm not going to try to force things to work with you. If you want to go on then. Later, tater. All right. I have retired the majority of my fucking decks. About time for some new tarot decks, y'all. I've done used them all. Multiple times. Okay. Scorpio. Excuse me. Scorpio. Scorpio. You know, I always thought it would be cool to have a cereal called Scorpios. Wouldn't that be cool? Would that be cool? To have like, you know, couldn't you just picture that in your mind? The little cereal box on the shelf at the store with little scorpions. Little pieces of scorpion cereal. That's called Scorpios. Oh man, that'd be funny as hell, man. That would be funny as hell. I want to put that out there. Hopefully whoever the right person is who could make that happen can hear that little idea. And I want to see that happen in the next few years. All right. Okay, this deck's not talking to me, so. All right, Scorpio. All right. Boo, 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 boom. Oh. Some of you could be wondering if somebody took advantage of you, possibly. Especially if you're a little bit more financially blessed. But it doesn't matter if you're financially blessed or not. That's not the only way somebody can take advantage of you. It's just that's typically, when you look at this card right here, that's the first thing that it yells is, you know, financial codependency, somebody taking advantage of you financially, or somebody could just be taking advantage of you for whatever reason, you know. It's not uncommon for me to get readings like that. Justice reverse. Some of you dealt with a Libra. Ooh, whoever this was you dealt with, you ain't going nowhere near them. Oh, you know what, though? I think somebody's trying to bring some drama into your life. Somebody's trying to bring drama into your life. Because it's looking to me like you have a lot of opportunities available to you. I don't know. Now, this is the hard part. I think, well, first of all, I think you do have a lot of opportunities available to you. Some of you may just be kind of exploring options. But for whatever reason, this person really seriously thinks that you have a lot of opportunities. It kind of feels to me almost like you dealt with somebody that was very intimidated by you. And really, really seriously feel, you know, whenever, okay, so you ever deal with somebody who is just so intimidated? They have such low self-confidence, no fucking self-esteem, and they just always assume you're out fucking everybody, you know? Just because that's how, like, they put you up on that pedestal so high. And they look at themselves so lowly, you know, that they just think, oh man, everybody must want you. Everybody must want you. So all you got to do is go to the gas station to get gas, and they think you're going out and fucking somebody, you know? You know what I mean? That's the energy that I feel like is coming from this person here. You probably going to get some communication from this person too. Probably. And I think they're probably going to try to bring some drama into your life. So you might end up hearing a little rumor through the grapevine about you. You might end up hearing some stories that are untrue floating around about you. I would highly recommend that you just don't even fucking ignore. Just ignore it. Ignore it. Do not agree to exchange energy. Do not agree to exchange energy. Don't do it. Ignore it. Let the noise fly over your head. So, okay. All right, well, that felt kind of general. I guess, okay, so first of all here, okay, so let's see what's the main outcome for the first three cards. What's the main general outcome for Scorpio? Something new coming in? Whoops. Something new coming in. What's the main outcome? Ten of Wands reversed. Strength card. No, I mean, I think you're exploring options, but you're not tying yourself down to anybody right now. You're focused mainly on your healing and your path, your journey, focusing mainly on yourself and not wanting to get wrapped up in any drama that's going to pull you off your path. So what's the advice? What's the advice in general? I knew it, man. This is what I was just telling you. Ignore any attempts to get your attention. Okay, look, let me explain to you how human beings work. Okay, listen up. This is important shit. I don't care who you are. Don't care why you're watching this. If I know how to make you react emotionally, I have power and control over you. And you know, it's really easy for me to figure out how to get control over you. All I got to do is just push buttons and see what kind of reaction it gets out of you. That's all I got to do. It's all I got to do. All I got to do is say this and see how you emotionally react to it. Say that, see how you emotionally react to it. Push this button, see what reaction I get out of you. Push that button, see what reaction I get out of you. And man, I can spend all the time I need just studying your emotional reactions. And I got power over you. I'm your fucking puppet master. So the point that I'm making is, you start hearing little rumors floating around about you, ignore it. Matter of fact, you know what? I haven't given this advice in a while. If you hear a rumor floating around about you, shh, don't say nothing. Shh, be quiet. Step back and see who believes it. That will let you know immediately who your people are. Think about this, okay? Some of you have heard me say this before, so bear with me. This is for the new faces. This is important shit, man. I want you to do me a favor, okay? Bring to mind a picture of somebody that you love. Think about somebody that you look up to, somebody that you like, somebody that you hold in high regard. Now, imagine that you hear a rumor floating around about that person. You don't want to believe that, do you? You'll probably jump on the wagon and come to that person's defense and fight the battle for them without even having any evidence whatsoever as to whether or not it's even true. If that's somebody that you love, right? Now, flip that coin over. Now think of somebody that you don't like. Somebody you don't really care for. Somebody gets on your fucking nerves, right? Now, how do you feel when you hear a rumor floating around about them? You want to believe that, don't you? You want to believe it. You'll probably jump on that bandwagon. Oh, yeah? For real? And you'll probably go fucking spread the rumor, won't you? Even if you have no evidence as to whether or not it's true. So, when a rumor starts floating around about you, especially the biggest, most shameless, bold-faced fucking lie that anybody with half a fucking brain cell in their head would know is not true. Step back and see who the fuck believes it. If somebody believes that bullshit, that tells you everything you need to know about whether or not you need that person in your life. Because if a bold-faced lie is being spread about you and somebody believes it, especially if it's somebody that is part of your inner circle, a close personal part of your friends and family, that person, my friend, is an undercover hater. It's not somebody you need in your life. But regardless, just generally, ignore it. Ignore it. Let the noise do what it's got to do. If you agree to exchange energy with that bullshit, then you're agreeing to that vibration. If you're agreeing to that vibration and you start exchanging energy with that vibration and you match that frequency by fighting that battle, you're going to start manifesting situations and scenarios into your life that harmoniously resonate with that energy. Think about that. That's why you got to ignore. Do not give people the emotional reaction that they want. Don't do it. Okie dokie. Sagittarius. Excuse me. Sagittarius. What messages do we have? Hang on, it's not ready yet. Oh. Woo! Ooh. Those of you who are working on some kind of financial project, shit, it's about to pop off and get real good for you here soon. I don't know, some of y'all just ain't even trying to fuck with some love right now. Some of y'all, it feels to me like you're like, man, fuck that drama, fuck that childishness, fuck that foolishness. I got goals. And for those of you putting your eyes on your goals, It's about to pay off and get real nice here real soon. Queen of Swords reversed. So there's somebody who's trying to figure out how you feel about them. Somebody is curious about how you feel about them. And yes, I'm sorry for you too, this does look like past energy. This does look like past energy. This person, first of all, is waiting to see if you're ever going to make a comeback. But they're afraid that you're still mad at them. They've been giving you the silent treatment, staying very closed off and detached. And for some reason, I don't know why this person has been convinced that you're coming back. Have y'all done this before? Because the Hangman is one thing. That's one thing. But the Three of Wands leads me to believe that some of y'all have played this game with this person before. Maybe not. But you have to understand that in the Three of Wands, this dude is waiting for his ships to come in. Now keep in mind how I said that. He's waiting for his ships to come in. He's not wondering if his ships are coming in. His fucking ships are coming in. He knows it, and he's standing there waiting on it. So either y'all have done this before, or this person is just so full of themselves that they're thinking, of course Sagittarius will be back. Who wouldn't come back to me? Who wouldn't come back to me? Maybe that's what you're dealing with here. Maybe you're dealing with a me monster. You know, somebody's just so full of themselves and so one-sided and so greedy. Me! Who wouldn't come back to me? And if you ain't coming back to them, well, Sagittarius must be mad at me still. You know? And I got a feeling that some of y'all don't even be mad at them no more. Some of y'all are like, fuck, on to the next one, man. Even if you are still holding on to a little bit of bitterness and a little bit of anger, it's dropping off very, very quickly. So there's probably going to be a reconciliation attempt. I don't think it's this week, though. I think it's probably a ways on down the line. Whenever this person is convinced that you're not mad at them anymore, they're probably going to make a return. Be careful. Be careful. Well, let's see what's the overall main general outcome for Sagittarius. Something new coming in or something old coming back. 3 cards. The first 3 cards. Some of y'all are going to travel. Some of y'all traveling. Getting so far away from any bullshit. Now, the next person that's due to come in will definitely be a new person. I don't see anybody from the past coming back anytime soon. A new person will probably come back before a past person gets the chance to. Hang on, y'all. I'm going to open my window real quick. Hold up. All right. It's getting fucking warm in here. What's the advice for Sagittarius? What's the advice? What is the advice? Ooh, monitor your frequency and monitor your vibration. And those of you focusing on a financial goal, keep your eye on that goal. Keep your eye on it. 10 of Pentacles came up for you for the second time in a row. For those of you thinking about starting a project, or for those of you working on building a business, or those of you maybe branching out your business, keep your eye on that goal, because if that resonates with you, it's looking like financial opportunities are going to really start making themselves available to you, and your hard work is going to be paying off very soon. As far as love goes, monitor your vibration, pay very close attention to your own frequency, and focus on healing. Healing, evolution, and ascension is your number one priority. Why is healing so important? OG followers, show of hands. Anybody remember why healing is so important? Anybody remember? Because the primary law is the law of vibration. And the secondary law is the law of attraction. That means you're only able to attract in according to the frequency in which you vibrate. So, too many people out here. This is the fucking problem with the dating world, at least in America. You know, I can't really speak for the rest of the world, but fuck, in America, this is the problem with the dating world. The majority of the people out there looking for a relationship, what frequency would you say your average person is vibrating at in 2024? Who's out there looking for a relationship? Happiness, joy, love, and abundance? No. 90% of people out here looking for a relationship are vibrating at a frequency of brokenness, loneliness, and emptiness. You're not going to attract happiness, love, and abundance if you're vibrating at a frequency of brokenness, loneliness, and emptiness. It just does not work that way. But you see, we've been brainwashed by TV and music and movies. We've been brainwashed into believing that if I vibrate at the frequency of brokenness, loneliness, and emptiness, all I need is the right person to come love me, and that is going to create happiness, love, and abundance. No, the fuck it won't. Relationships do not create happiness, love, and abundance. If they did, I wouldn't have a job. Dating coaches wouldn't have a job. Divorce attorneys wouldn't have a job. Think about that. All right, Capricorn, what's up with you? What is crappening with my cappies? What's crappening with my cappies? Actually, hang on. Let me get some ohm in the air again. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, Caparoo. Hang on, man. Whoops. Ohm, this is one of my favorites. Bam. Ohm incense. Super, super cheap. You can get a whole box of these doohickeys right here. Like 120 sticks for like $7, $8, something like that. And I personally think it smells fucking amazing. There's a very good chance if you're ever wondering what the hell it smells like in Rich Lop's home studio. Either Ohm, Dragon's Blood, or Sandalwood. All right. But Ohm is definitely one of my favorites. Okie dokie, Capricorn. What do we got? What do we got for my cappies? What do we got for my cappies? Boom. Uh-oh. Somebody's playing the victim here. Somebody's playing the victim. Page of Wands reversed. See, you're up in your head. You're really overthinking the shit out of this. Whatever this situation was. I think a lot of you are kind of trying to ignore this person. This person's trying to get your attention, aren't they? Now, I can't really tell if you are blatantly ignoring this person or if you just have better fucking things to do with your time than pay attention to them. I don't know, but for whatever reason, with the Eight of Swords right here, this person isn't getting through to you the way they've been trying to. They're trying to get your attention. They're trying to do things to get your attention. You may possibly be seeing them like hit like on your pictures or something like that, you know? But again, some of you just may not even notice it. Like if you're, okay, so for example, Are you one of those people like me who get lots of fucking notifications on social media? Are you, by chance? You know, are you one of those people that gets, anytime you post something, you get at least 50 or 60 fucking likes on it at the very least? And that's my fucking Facebook profile. And that's the smallest platform that I have. You know, so if you're one of those people where maybe you got like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 friends, you post something, you know, you're getting 50 to 100, 200, 300 notifications on it, and you don't really notice it. You don't really notice every single person that's hitting like on it. You don't really notice it. Maybe that's the case for some of you. You know, I don't know about you, but what I do whenever I open my notifications, I just kind of scroll through them and look for faces that I recognize. And sometimes I'll fucking, even if there is somebody important to me that commented on something, I might skip past it and not even realize it. So some of you, that's kind of what I feel. That's the energy that I feel for some of you. Maybe some of you, shit, maybe you just get too many damn notifications. You don't even notice this person trying to get your attention by like hitting like on your picture, you know, or maybe viewing your Instagram story. How about that one? Do you look at who views your Instagram story? I don't. I never look at that. If I have no clue who or how many people view my story. So I'm thinking that probably the majority of you aren't even realizing this person's trying to get your attention. Now, I think there's a smaller number of you who do realize it, but you're ignoring them on purpose. Okay. So honestly, I think it's kind of intimidating this person a little bit. I think so. I do think so. They don't know how to approach you. That's the thing. They don't know exactly how to break the ice with you. Oh, I dropped a card on the floor. Where'd it go? Okie dokie. Well, let me wing this one here. What's this person's energy and intentions? What are their intentions? They still heartbroken. They heartbroken and they want to know how you feel. They want to see whether or not you actually fully moved on from this. Yeah. They think you've moved on from this. They want to see whether or not you moved on from this or if you still love and miss them. Okay. Who's the next person coming into Capricorn's life? Sun card. Could be a Leo headed your way for some of you. Man, look at that. See? Next person coming in. Shit, boo-boo. Shit, boo-boo. Look. Hey, man. Hey, man. What would you rather do? Take the chance on possibly going on and off and in and out and on and off and in and out and on and off and in and out and on and off and in and out with somebody who's already clearly shown you what it's going to be like to be with them? Or would you rather say, you know what, fuck it. I ain't trying to be with nobody until the universe brings me my fucking person. Period. Because I'm telling you, that energy is the energy that will attract your person. I don't want to be with no fucking body unless it's my person. If I've been, for fucking 6 years now, I have been trying to figure out how to explain that. And I don't know how successful I've been in conveying that message of explaining how to equalize that frequency. But the people who can stand on that hill and be willing to die on it are the people who will end up with their person. I don't need a relationship. I don't need that. I don't want nobody to come into my life unless it's my person. So either I'm going to be with my person or I ain't going to be with nobody. Period. I've never personally met anybody. I've never met anybody who made that decision unequivocally and waited longer than a year before their person showed up. That's just my experience. Everybody I know who is currently with their actual person made that decision, and I mean solid decision. No ifs, ands, or buts. No fucking backup plans. No maybes. I don't want to be with no fucking body unless it's my person. I'll be alone for the rest of my goddamn life if I have to be. That's fine. I'd rather be alone for the rest of my life than in a toxic relationship. I've never met anybody who made that decision and waited longer than a year. Again, maybe somebody, there's exceptions to everything. Maybe there's somebody who made that decision 5 years ago and they're still alone. I don't know, but I've never seen that happen personally. And I feel like a lot of you are walking that line right there. A whole big old bunch of you are going to be with your actual person when the clock strikes 2025. A whole big old bunch of you. So fuck the past. Hold it very near and dear to your heart. I'm not saying hate the past, but leave it where it belongs, man. Alrighty, Aquarius. What is good with my Aquarius friends, man? What do we got for y'all? Is this going to be more past energy? I swear to God, if we read the fucking Aquarius saga again, what do we got, man? What do we got? Aquarius. What messages do we have for my Aquarius friends? Boom. Boom. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Wands. Some of y'all dealt with a fucking immature ass fire sign. Doesn't have to be a fire sign. Could be somebody much younger than you. So there's a real strong connection between you and this person. Real strong. Real strong. Okay? Could be an Aries for some of you. But I feel like this person feels karmically tied to you. And this person's extremely immature. Okay? Extremely. Page of Wands, Page of Cups here. So they do have feelings for you, but they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that. Now, they probably, they assume that you don't care if they live or die. Maybe some of you don't. I don't know. But I think you intimidate the shit out of this person so much that it almost kind of feels like, with the King of Swords in the reverse here, it almost kind of feels like they have a chip on their shoulder. So like you intimidate this person so much that they almost feel attacked by you, even if you're not like doing anything to them. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Gia, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. But it looks to me like you're walking away from this and slamming the door shut on this situation, even though you feel this connection and they feel this connection. Could be a Gemini for some of you. Both of you know that there is no growth. There isn't. Y'all are not, whatever point you all made it to in the past, it's not making it past that point. There's no growth, no evolution that's happening between the two of you. I don't know how far you all made it in the past, you know, but wherever it hit the brick wall, it's not evolving past that. See what I'm saying? I think this person does want closure at the end of the day, but if you're walking away, they're walking away. This person is way too intimidated by you to say anything to you. So, okay, yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you what, if you're waiting on this person, you're gonna be waiting a while. Don't hold your daggone breath. So it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of outcome energy coming from this situation here. So I guess let's do the advice. What's the advice for Aquarius? Okay, focus on your work and your finance. Okay. All right. So, okay. First things first. What I would do if I was you is I would work on figuring out how to transmute this energy in your own heart first. And process through and transmute as much of this energy as you possibly can before you ever even think about having a conversation with this person. Okay? For right now, though, focus on your work and your finance. It's looking like things are about to start looking real good for you as far as work and finance. As long as you're out there taking action, you got to be taking action. You got to be on the path fucking doing things. If you're not on the path doing things, money is not going to come find you and grow legs and knock on your door. But this right here is saying healing and work and finance. Healing, work, and finance is your number one priority right now. If this person wants to come forward and have a conversation with you, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Doesn't look like they're wanting to anytime soon. So just let them go do whatever they got to do, and you focus on your healing, because you got some big things coming up here soon if you're on the path. Okay? All right, Pisces. What messages do we have for Pisces? What messages do we have? Ooh, some of you are healing from a third-party situation, possibly. Doesn't have to be a third-party situation, but no matter what kind of situation it was, you're healing from it. Okay. Nope, this is all new for you, boo-boo. I'm seeing all kinds of energy right here. I'm seeing new energy and past energy. But as far as new energy goes, though, it feels like there's somebody interested in you, but they're not saying anything. Kind of feels like maybe somebody interested in you who can't tell if you're interested in them, so they're just not saying anything. Whoever this was you dealt with in the past, though, it's almost kind of like they're starting to kind of let this go. Starting to. I think they were probably obsessing over you for a while. They're not quite obsessing over you as much as they used to be. And it's getting to the point to where they're just kind of letting this go and giving up on it. You're starting new, starting fresh. And again, I'm getting somebody is interested in you that is overthinking this, and I think they're too afraid to approach you. Is what this is telling me. Yeah. Yeah, whoever this potential love interest is, it's kind of like they're interested in you from a distance, and they don't know whether or not to approach you. They don't know whether or not to say anything. So, okay. But this is you. Starting new, starting fresh. You're kind of like leaping out into the unknown. And I know that's like a cliffhanger and vague as fuck, but that's really seriously all that came through. Sometimes it'd be like that, though. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes we literally leap out into the unknown fucking void, and ain't none of us allowed to have access to the information of what's coming up. None of us are. It happens very frequently. Very frequently. Let's just get some advice for Pisces. What's the advice? What's the advice? Uh-oh, devil card. So be very picky and choosy who you connect with. Whenever you connect with somebody, when you're connecting with anybody, don't pay so much attention to how you feel about them. Pay attention to how people make you feel. So if I connect with somebody new tomorrow, I can easily get the wool pulled over my eyes and start painting up pictures in my imagination of who this person might be, and I start, developing an idea of who I think they are, and I start feeling a certain type of way about them. But something about that person is draining the shit out of me. I'm losing sleep at night. I'm not feeling good as a direct result of connecting with this person, but I feel a certain type of way about them. See what I'm saying? How many people do you know right now who are in relationships and they are not happy? They are not happy at all. They spend the majority of their time upset, the majority of their time pissed off, angry, in the lowest frequency state that a person can be in. But they stay in that relationship because of how they feel about the person. Anybody that makes their way into your life, don't pay attention to how you feel about them. Pay attention to how it makes you feel when you connect with somebody. If I feel fucking drained after connecting with you, now, I'm not doing it. If I feel uneasy, nervous, paranoid, awkward, off after connecting with you, I'm not doing it. Sorry. No finger pointing. I don't know why I'm feeling that way. All I know is that we're not an energetic match. Okay. So you're at a crossroads right now. You're going to approach a crossroads. I think that there is going to be an opportunity for you to be tested. You're going to be tested. I think the majority of you are going to pass the test, though, as long as you approach situations from a place of energetic awareness. Let me tell you a little something about the spiritual path, y'all. Over the past week or so, I've been hammered by so many questions with people trying to logically figure out the spiritual path. What am I supposed to do next? What steps am I supposed to take next? What aspect of myself do I need to focus on? What area of my life needs the most attention? And those of us who have been on a spiritual path for a while, and that's our lifestyle, and we have developed a successful relationship with the universe, I got news for you. We don't have that shit all figured out. I think a lot of people think that the spiritual path is something that you have to figure out, and that spiritual and awakened people have something all figured out. No, we ain't got shit figured out. There's only one thing that we've figured out, and that is how to relax and trust the universe. That's the only thing we figured out. And that may sound kind of simple, and in essence it is, but trusting the universe doesn't mean I know what I'm supposed to do next. Trusting the universe doesn't mean I know what I'm supposed to work on. Trusting the universe doesn't mean I know what's coming in the next week. Trusting the universe means I have no fucking clue what's going on right now. I have no fucking clue what's coming tomorrow. I don't have a damn clue if I'm on the right path or not. But you know what I do know? I'm right where the universe wants me. And if for whatever reason the universe didn't want me on this path, I wouldn't be on it. That's all I know. I personally believe that there is not a grain of fucking sand that's out of place in the universe, including me. Why am I here? I don't fucking know. Why am I going through what I'm going through right now? I don't have a damn clue. But I do know one thing. I'll know one day. This shit I'm going through right now makes no fucking sense right now. But you know what? One day it will. I've been living my life like that since December 2015 when I climbed out from under a bridge. And it has never let me down. Ever. That's a spiritual path. One of these days, this shit's going to make sense. It always ends up making sense. Always. Now that sounds easy, but it's hard to do when you're the one in the middle of a scary situation that's unprecedented or unpredictable. Holding that trust is hard. It's way easier to say than it is to do when you're in the middle of a scary situation. But I think a lot of you, your trust and faith in the universe is being tested here for the next few weeks. It is being tested. And I think the majority of you are going to pass that test with flying fucking colors. All right? Okie dokie. I feel like those were the messages that all of my signs of the zodiac needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. So don't forget, y'all, Leo is the next sign coming up for the March 2024 main monthly readings. I brought back my sign selector. After every video, we roll this little doodad right here and it tells us which sign is coming up next. Not 100% sure when I'm going to be able to get to the Leo video. I do have a couple of personal readings that I had to do tonight. So anyway, don't forget to look down in the description of the video if you would like to schedule a personal reading. Don't forget to grab you up the March career and finance reading and anything else you need to know that is relevant to anything, including the products that I promote. I promote Shilajit and Alpha Brain. And these are products that I use on a daily basis. Alpha Brain, I've been using this since 2020, religiously. I gotta have my fucking Alpha Brain, dude. This shit right here and this shit, both of these combined, are what is responsible for me being able to get the fucking work done that I do and bring very high quality readings to the table every single day. If you're interested in trying either of those products, I have discount codes and a link in the description of the video, and it's all under recommended products in my website. Everything you need to know is down in the description, y'all. All right, I am out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.